You remember the time? I know when you fell in love with me.
Do you?
I know when you fell in love with me.
Do you?
Yes.
I believe I know when you fell in love with me as well.
I know when you fell in love with me. I remember.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to hear this.
Yes, I know what it was.
Okay.
It was before we went. It was in high school.
Goodness.
Before we even knew each other. You saw me from afar, like, who was that? Who's that mature?
I do not remember you in high school at all.
Oh, you remember me?
Oh, no, I don't remember you.
Oh, you remember me?
You swear up and down.
I'm like
Tupelo at that dance,
yes,
but we did not.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I'll tell you one thing. I'm like crack, baby. You ain't gonna meet me, and your life ain't gonna be changed.
Oh my
Hello.
God. Oh my goodness.
So, remember back when you were in love? Remember those days you get butterflies in your stomach? Just on the phone all times at night?
Wow.
You hang up. No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
We just sit here continue to talk.
Let's hang up together. We hang up on three. One, two, three.
3.
Why you hang up? So, and then like it. Job. 2 jobs. Kids. You start working. All right. You may gain a little weight. They may gain a little weight. Both of y'all may gain a little weight or a lot of weight. I'm still the same place. But is it possible to fall back in love? Science says there are questions you can ask your mate that will guarantee that you fall back in love. So if you listen to this episode today, do not turn away. Don't change the YouTube. Don't change the Apple Podcast, Spotify, Apple.
We're gonna hope you today.
Good. We're gonna help somebody today. We're gonna hope somebody out today. We're gonna hope somebody out today. So do not turn away from the #1 rated relationship marriage podcast in the world. Even for singles who are developing themselves and getting ready for a relationship, do not turn away. I wish we had this show when we were dating. And so, but with no further ado, I'm your host, Mr. aka Jeffrey Mister. And right beside me is my beautiful wife of 13 plus years, 2 kids, and a lot of craziness.
This is Mister, aka Dana Mister, and together we are
the Misters. Yeah. So I love this episode today. Before we even start this episode, and to be frankly honest, we have not been through the questions yet. So to make it as honest and as natural as possible to see. And so get a chance to see exactly what that is. If you are already following us, we want to say thank you. Anybody who's commented, a lot of people thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. You are MFs. You are MF.
Mr. Fam.
You're the Mr. Family. You are MF. You my MF. Yeah. You my Mr. Family. Yes. And so we thank y'all for following us. Thank y'all for, if you're on Apple Podcasts, please rate and leave a comment for us if it's great.
We appreciate
it. Appreciate it. On YouTube, please drop it in there today. Follow us, subscribe now, hit the bell, like, all those good things. Keep following, and tell another human being about it.
Yes.
We, as you see, we don't have a sponsor. We coming out there. We started from the bottom. Now we're here. But it's all for the love, though. It's really all for the love. I know, it started from the bottom here. And so it's really all for the love of just seeing relationships, seeing people healthy, seeing folks who hopefully don't go through the same things that we've been through. Or maybe that's what you need to grow. And so whatever it is, just being able to stick together through laughing, through learning, through love. Through laugh, learn, and love. That's what we call it, the Laugh, Learn, Love podcast, and Mr. and Mrs. Mr. Podcast. And so we thank you for going on this journey with us. Appreciate you. Hopefully you've been stuck. If you're listening later on, you listen right now, you're stuck in quarantine, you're stuck with that person. Hopefully you can get better by listening to this episode today. And fellas, if you listening or watching right now, this is almost a guaranteed yams episode. What I say about that is...
And 3, 2, 1.
Hold on. You got to cue... You didn't tell them about what you supposed to cue it up. You see what I'm saying? That's what, see, when you first meet somebody, you don't even say nothing like that. You just be like, you just smile. You get comfortable with it. But it's good. It's good. So, you're saying you're about to do what now?
We're about to kick off the theme song.
Oh, and it goes a little something like this. Come on.
Laugh for love.
Hey.
Laugh for love.
Hey.
Laugh for love.
It's the Mr. and Mrs. Mr. Podcast. Podcast Show.
Laugh, learn, love.
Hey.
Laugh, learn, love.
Hey.
Laugh, learn, love.
It's the Mr. and Mrs. Mr. Podcast Show. Oh, yeah.
Let's start the show.
Yeah. Welcome. Oh,
welcome.
let's get into a great episode. Also, too, shout out anybody who's listened to the last episode or the previous episodes. If you first time listening, thank you for listening. We were talking about she wanted a baby last week's episode. So if you have not listened to it, go back and listen to episode 26. I believe episode 26.
Yes.
Go back
and
listen
it's so amazing. Thank you guys for all the support. It's so amazing. It was pretty much like 50-50 in regards to whose side, but more so on Mrs. Mister's side.
You said 50-50. It's kind of even. Let's say that. So, but all the people who did say that, you have to be willing to babysit at a moment's notice. So anybody who did vote and those who will go back and vote later because you're just getting onto the show because you've been lost somewhere, and that's fine. But now you're going back to listen to all the other episodes, and that's great. But you need to vote for what you think is true. And so just kind of give a heads up on that. We weren't going back and forth. Appreciate the comments on YouTube and everything like that of people really saying, if you have an extra one, you need to have another one.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. They were saying that if you have a third one, because Malia and Jace, they're 16 months apart. So they were saying, if we were to have a third child, you really have to have a fourth child. And I was
like tennis shoes. They're talking about like tennis shoes. You can't buy one. Like, that's the devil is a lie.
So that was interesting. And so I got to think on the fourth. You know, I was just talking about the third.
They said, well, also too, some of the comments said that we would be outnumbered. So the third child would be outnumbered. So who's going to get the extra child? That's something we're talking about there. Who's going to So if you like us, a couple of the couples hit us up too. They have two that's like, hey, like we're thinking about it, or we're stuck there, or some people are already pregnant with the third one, and like we're already knee deep in it, so it's too late for us. But they said now this is the first time the kids outnumber you.
Yeah.
And so you kind of
and the kids realize it, and that's something to keep in mind, you know. So, but I've been curious to see. I guess we shall see. But I look at, you know, right now it's like Malia and Jace are pretty much like my two. So I feel like Joe.
Your two.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is
what? The kids don't look nothing like you. First of all, we take a blood test to see if they're actually your children.
But no, what I'm saying is, you know, they're usually like we're super duper duper because they're close to you as well. But like,
I'm trying to see what you mean.
But like Malia and Jason, we're like the three peas in a pot. Like they're like pretty much tied to my hip. So therefore, I feel like if Jeff, I would make sure that third child would be tied to Jeff hip.
You want the child. You advocate for it. It sounds to me that's the opposite of what should happen.
But I think the feedback was very helpful. Shout out to all the people, especially the ones who actually have 3 or 4, you know, kids and whatnot. Their feedback was definitely helpful.
Some of my fellas. There's a couple of guys, Mark Wood, a couple of guys who have new kids now, and so they are sleepless in whatever state they in. And so they come up now. I was watching NFL draft a little. And some of the guys said if a woman desires a baby, it's absolutely nothing they can do about it. I was talking about with E27, a couple of the guys who were talking about it. And so they were saying it's absolutely nothing you can do. Everybody was saying it's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I don't agree. I think it's something you can do about it. I think if it's get to that point, especially if you're using the pull and pray method, please go back and watch that. If you're confused that. You push that woman off of you or whatever comparison you have to do. Not in a domestic violence type of push, but in a very loving and I care for you enough to move your body away from the birth sauce.
My goodness. Anyway, speaking of the NFL draft, what you thought about it? What were your thoughts about it?
I thought at first I had a little moment. I before not a fan. I had a little moment. And I had a chance to sleep on it, take a step back. Also my fellow folks, and so I'm okay with it now. I feel like we went to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I trust in that. I wanted Jerry Jeudy. I did want Jerry Jeudy wide receiver.
And he's from
he's from Alabama.
Alabama.
It doesn't matter when you go to the NFL. All leaves out. But and so I'm not an Alabama fan, but I do appreciate talent. And so but I do like who we have. I do like Ken Law, and I do like Brandon Ayuk.
So do you feel like that the pick that y'all received to pass up on him? Do you feel like it was?
Now I do. I think at first I didn't, and so now I was able to reflect. Sometimes you have to reflect. That's why I don't act out in emotion. I did act out in emotion.
You were in emotion.
Then,
yeah,
like,
you were.
I had my mind
you were like, what in the world is going on?
I don't even sound like that.
Yes, you did.
My voice is much more distinct.
You were like, what in the world is going on?
I don't even. So. You see when you try to mock you, try to make sure it was. I am much more distinguished than that, so that's not true. So yeah, so it's cool. I'm with it now. I do like what we have. We lost to Australia. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to all the 49ers fans. Bang down the game.
No, okay, I'm a 49er fan by default, but Joe Staley was like my favorite player for the 49ers. And I think he was around like when we first started, when we got married, I guess. He's been around for a long time. But he was the last of that era. Yeah, he was the last, of their era with Frank Gore and all of them. So yeah.
So yeah, bittersweet there. We did get a chance to pick up Trent Williams from the Redskins, so appreciate him, all-pro left tackle. We're ready. Yeah. Now the game, bang, now the game. I know the Cowboy fans are listening on. A lot of folks who listen to us are Cowboy fans, and so too bad y'all won't be the same thing.
But before we move on, though, there were two viral situations that took place. One was one of the conversations that we've been having is: do you guys feel like girlfriends, not wives, girlfriends should be at the NFL draft? Should they be there? And one thing that I noticed from the draft is the parts that I did watch in between watching 90 Day Fiancé.
And that's the horrible stuff. Horrible.
But a couple of things that I noticed was a lot of the players had their girlfriends there. And so, I think about this, this is a time where, parents have worked hard, they have given their all, they have,
you see a lot of moments.
especially mothers, they have taken those boys to football practice, all from Little League, all the way. I mean, some boys start out really young, all the way up through high school, and then they make sure they're there with them when they go to college and all that stuff. But I noticed a lot of the girlfriends that was there. And so one question that came up was, should girlfriends be at the NFL? Should they be at the draft? With their significant other. Like I say, it's a girlfriend. Another thing that was brought up, though, was that there was two scenarios with the one lady, with the one young girl, and then I had to do some research.
You talking about
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb's girlfriend.
Yeah. So they were sitting there.
Very fair-skinned young lady.
But she is African American.
Yes,
I did. I went to do my research. She is African American. Her father's actually African American, and so she was sitting there. They met at school and all of that stuff, but they were sitting.
It's him right here. It's him on the phone.
Yes.
So the Cowboys.
So he was talking to the Cowboys, and
he was like, "What? Snatch the ball right back."
But I did a little bit more research, and he stated, he was like, y'all putting too much emphasis on there. But she stated what was happening was his agent was calling him. And so she was trying to FaceTime him, so she was trying to get the call. But a lot of people was like, she should stay in her lane because she is a girlfriend. But I've been a girlfriend, I've been a girlfriend. So, I just been wondering, what are your thoughts?
So I think from a male's perspective, I don't think any men like bashed CeeDee Lamb. I was watching the draft with several other people, and none of the guys I watched the draft with bashed CeeDee Lamb. Nobody in the comments bashed CeeDee Lamb. And so I think it's become a part of our society that is a place that sometimes, maybe not her, I don't know her, I don't know what she is, but many times women see that as a come up of a situation. So they put themselves there to be, so many times they look at the opportunity, the lifestyle they can have. And so what you don't see is like the WNBA draft and see a brother like me on the side of like Cheryl Swoops, like, Cheryl, we made it, baby. And so I'm on Cheryl Swoops' arm because now I will be able to get the Gucci wallet or whatever.
I think about her particular situation, I don't feel like she was. Well, I get that. I get that. I honestly, now my whole honest, I don't know. I've been trying to wrap my mind around it, because that is such an intimate moment. That
she's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
So, but then that is the girlfriend that he decided. Now, story 2 was this particular young lady, she was there with Big Mama house, and now she was disrespectful because now she just was obviously just trying to be in the picture because
but it was
she was just like
she was on top of him.
They had just announced that he was, he was going top. I don't even know what pick he was because because she just grabbed him like this, and she's all in the picture. So his mom, you could hear the mom in the background. Some was the mom was like, "Get up, like get up."
She'll give you one tap.
Get up, and so then she says, "Pull."
Heifer, if you don't get up,
She didn't say that.
Good heifer. She said heifer. I know a good heifer snatch. That's a good heifer snatch. But
for me now, if that was Jason, I can only speak if that was
your
Jason.
son.
That's my son, right? My son has just been announced. Like, I expect now, between me and your daddy, I expect her hug. You know what I'm saying? It was now for her, I feel like she was trying to be in the picture, in the video. More so than C.D. Lamb girlfriend. But.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, still, the moral still remains the same. And so
I guess we'll go back to my original question. Should young men, should they really try to keep that time to be more intimate with just their families and all of that stuff? Because keep in mind, this video, all of this is going to be permanent, right? It's permanent. Your NFL draft day is permanent. That girlfriend may not be there a year or two from now.
Yeah,
so I guess we'll go back to my question.
I don't know. So I think it's up to, I think they got to think about that because they'll look back at it and see. I just think just get them the moment, and then y'all can take pictures and stuff after the thing.
Right. But I think for the one where they say for the 2020 draft, the Dallas Cowboys select C.D. Lamb, and then it's like, girl, it's like the girlfriends is closer than the mama.
Well, that's what I think. That's something y'all gotta. Is there something that is, I won't say brought up because it's not for everybody, but it's just some people look as that as opportunity. Some people may be genuinely there because it's it's who they with, but some may be like, hey, my life just changed now. I am good from that point. So you gotta think about that to see what's going on. So
keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I guess that's something that's for future people with future talent, all that stuff. Just keep that in mind. I just think about the permanent, like this is something, especially when the girlfriend's right there. Now, that's one thing. Now, some girlfriends are back in the background. You don't know they're there.
She said she's been with him. She said she has helped him through classes. She's trying to get in there to make it happen. So that's what she said. Hey.
So, but I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys thought? Do you guys feel like that the girlfriend should be there or should be something that should be reserved, especially during this pandemic where you can only allow 10 people anyway? So.
They were breaking it up. They were like, this is draft. What y'all going to do? So I feel it did whatever.
Yeah.
So
what else happened this week? You watched the Clark Sisters. Did you enjoy it? Jeff is behind on the Clark Sisters. He found it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't get a chance to check that out. I thought I did like the Joe Jackson love from the mom,
Miss Maddie.
Yeah, which I'm thinking now. Which I'm ready to throw my shoe now. And so if you give me a chance to watch that, I'm ready to throw my shoe.
Have you had a shoe thrown at you before?
Nah, but I'm willing to throw a shoe.
I had a shoe thrown at me before. Gigi threw a shoe at me.
Oh, good. What did you do?
Because I got like when I was in elementary school, I think I got a D or something, and she was fine bad. That's
understandable. There's no way you should be feeling and coloring and making people.
No, I wasn't. No, it was like, I don't know what grade. I think it had to be like 3rd or 4th grade. But so it wasn't coloring.
Completely understandable.
Yeah. But I got a shoe thrown at me. But the lady, she was a bad lady. Like, I really enjoyed it. And
it makes me think the way, because this is something we talk about in parenting. We can get into episode 2. I want to get to this part. But many of the women, and so the women are nurturers for the most part, except for those who like that. And so many times
she was still a nurturer. She was a strong disciplinarian though.
I don't know if nurturing. I don't know if I use that adjective there. I think that most women are natural nurturers,
but
and I think that
has
created the situation that we're in now of like everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets the thing that's going on. I think some of that makes a difference in actually what's happening. So I think you need the joke. Would Michael Jackson be Michael Jackson if Joe Jackson wasn't getting upset about leaving tiles by the pool? And it's like, no.
Yeah, well.
Or make it, spin it again, Michael. Spin it again. Hee 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 hee. And so, or the Tito, the Jackson 5 doing that.
Yeah.
So I think, and this is something too that I love to dig into later. This is something I kind of think of things like this. But like watching Michael Jordan in the thing, and so, or like watching Kobe Bryant or something like that. Like sometimes it goes, you're pushed to be so great, comes at a cost. But can you do it without that push to do it? Because you're going to get a cost with it. You're going to get a cost.
Yeah. Because Jordan, on the Last Dance, which is something else that's been really amazing.
Yep.
But on the Last Dance, he stated that he was really going really hard because he was really looking for attention from his father. So like,
his older brother was out there hooping.
Yeah. And he was even saying his dad was like, at one time, Larry, his older brother, was even better than Jordan was. But because Jordan was so determined to receive the attention and affection from his father, he really pushed himself to where he wanted to become like this perfectionist. And it worked out. It definitely worked out. But on the flip side,
as you're raising kids, do we need to keep that same energy? And so that's why I'm ready to throw shoes at any low grades.
I think there's a balance. I think that's a healthy balance.
Just one shoe? You saying just one shoe?
No, what I'm saying is it's a healthy balance. It's a healthy balance with Jordan's mom was a disciplinarian, but she was a nurturer as well. Because when he came in and he was very upset because, when he didn't make the varsity team in the 10th grade, she basically told him, Jordan, don't give up, don't quit. She said they cried together. She allowed him to have his moment. And then she was like, if you go back up there, you have the entire summer to work on it. And that's what he did, So I think
his dad was like, so you in there crying, and while these other
I don't know what his dad said. They didn't say what the dad said.
Is that what you're doing?
No, they didn't say what the dad said.
Your brother wouldn't be in the house crying.
But it just goes, so I think you could do it, allow children to have their moments because they're going to be disappointed. But I think it also goes back to, you got to pick yourself back up and go at it. So, great shows. We just wanted to see what you guys thought about different things.
Let us know what y'all thinking, too. Don't be afraid to drop some stuff in the comments. I had people stop and talk to me like, hey, I thought about this. Drop it in the comments. Okay? Or you done watch 100 episodes and haven't liked nothing. Yeah. Go ahead and click that little button. All right? Let us know you're in there, okay? So, every episode we like to laugh, learn, and love. 3 things. Laugh, learn, and love. And we like to kick it off with a little segment we like to call Whose Side You're On. You let us know exactly which side you're on, Mr. or Mrs. Mr. Off this debate question and the Whose Side You're On question of the week. Mrs. Mr., kick it off.
Would you rather be in love for 10 years and lose your love tragically or be in like for a lifetime? What are your thoughts, Mr. Mister?
Be in love for 10 years or be in like for a lifetime. I gotta say, I'm gonna probably pick be in love for 10 years, get that insurance money, and you can still be in like. But now you don't have to physically work yourself. So that person's still giving, still showing love for you. As long as you get life insurance for your family and whatnot, especially for anybody that you're in love with, especially the tragic. But yeah, so I'm gonna pick love, and then actually, I hate to say it, but lose it for 10 years, but instead of the like for a lifetime, because you can always go back and get that like. You'll be well off. I don't know if they'll be with you for your money. That's the only thing. You'll be like Prince Hakeem. I'm coming to America. I denounce my throne. What would you do? What'd you pick?
Well, actually, is it okay if I choose the same side? Okay. I was going to say to be in love.
I convinced you, didn't you? You heard my...
Well, no, I was going to, when I was going through the run-through for this episode, I was going to say I would rather be in love for 10 years. My prayer is that, the love of my life would be around forever. But if it was based on this particular question, I would definitely say be in love. And then, unfortunately, I wouldn't, want that for anybody. I think, just because love is one of those things that you have to experience. Like, it's just such an amazing feeling to experience. Because true love is one of those things that you learning to accept each other for who they are in spite of their ways. That Christ-like agape love. So when you experience true love, then it's nothing like it. It's just true. It's truly nothing like it. So, and so my prayer is that everyone, whether it's a year, 2, 3, 5, 6 months, that my prayer is that everyone will be able to experience it at least once in their lifetime. And it's amazing. Some people have been able to experience it multiple times in their lifetime, but
I know. I think they break down to like. So first of all, let me work that up. So it's like we both said fall in love 10 years, and lose them tragically.
So you guys may disagree with us.
So yeah, let us know. Let us know. It's nothing in the comments.
Yeah.
Whose side you on? I guess we both agreed this time. We don't typically do, but on this time you do. Or would you say, hey, I don't want to go to a funeral, see nobody like that. I'd rather just be in light. We alright, it's alright. It ain't the best. It ain't the best. They snore. And look around, look over, they still breathing every day. That the Lord has blessed them with multiple years. Which you gotta go through, no matter how much you want to go. And so, but y'all eat the same fries. So you get that point. So yes, and so what we're talking about today though is can you fall back in love? I know love is something. How would you define love? If you could give me just a quick analysis.
I pretty much already saw myself.
Oh, you did? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're talking about the agape love. You have that. Yeah. I would say it too. I would say something similar to that. I would say love is not just a feeling. Like the movies have made it seem like, people are like, I'm in love.
It's action. It's definitely action.
I'm in love. Now you in infatuation. Yeah. When you in lust or something like that. Like she got a big old personality. And so you can be in lust or infatuation with that, but I think it's something different when it's something that's selfless, it's something that's pushing you there. Right. And to me, it's a whole different understanding.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think we misuse the term.
Term love. Yeah.
And so, we're talking about today, right? So, like you said, you may have felt the feeling of that before in life and work and kids and everything. The butterflies bingo.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh,
because
man.
At the end of the day, relationships, one of the things we discuss all the time, relationships are extremely hard. So love will make you practice certain things such as forgiveness and understanding and grace and mercy and compassion. You really have to be closer to the Lord.
And it's a choice too. Yeah. It's not something that you feel. And so many people choose that feeling. So I was looking at the terms of that, but it's like some people, they're in a relationship until that feeling is gone. And they find a new person. Oh, that person gives me this feeling again. Yeah. And so you continue on until that feeling goes out. And those things, and you keep on this cycle. So somebody this right now, especially people who are watching this single, that may be you. Maybe you're not looking for love. You're looking for the butterflies. And I'm telling you,
you're looking for as long as everything is good.
Yes. Yeah. As soon as that first argument, as soon as you disagree on something, as soon as something is not aligned with what you want to do, then you are out of there. And the person, it's not the person that you're with that's the problem. It's you.
It may be you.
It's you. It's you.
Yeah.
And so you got to dig into it. And so today, if we go through these questions, right? So you may be still with the person, and y'all like, man, I'm just with them for the kids. I'm just with them because we can't afford. I can't afford to go nowhere. They can't afford to go nowhere. So we here, right? So we don't want you to just live this. We want you to push yourself. Like we said, laugh, learn, and love. Maybe some of the things you haven't done. So there's an article that we have. It says, want to fall in love with your partner again? Science says to ask them these 36 questions. You think that's true? Do you think that's true? 36 questions. Real quick before we even jump into that, right? When we first kicked off, we were talking about we knew the point that the other person was in love. So you tell me the point real quick of when did I think I was in love with you? And I'll tell you when you thought you were in love with me.
I believe that you were in love with me. We started dating in end of April, beginning of May of 2005.
She was all on me.
I believe you knew you were in love with me about that summer of 2005. We started dating about May.
Was it the exact moment? Do you remember the moment?
So, I believe the exact moment may have been, it could have been I believe it was June 2005.
Okay. Why?
It was June 2005. And the quick why is, I remember when we both were trying to be celibate with each other. Mm-hmm. And we had...
Juicy. This is juicy. This is where... Years perked up.
And so we both were trying to be celibate with each other. Uh-huh. And so, oh God, I'm being very transparent with y'all. So we had a slip up. You remember this? Okay. And I remember after that slip up, you came to me and was like, I really respect you. I really care for you. I really want this to work. And I don't want sex to be conflicting the emotions and all of that stuff. And so I remember that, and I believe that was the moment that you realized that you were falling in love with me.
Okay.
Yes.
I gave my first answer earlier in the beginning of the show when you just saw me walking by. It's like, that guy is so. I would just give him all the yams for a lifetime. Never turn him down for yams. And the lie taker term that was a lie. Well, no. To be honest, I think it was when I went to Atlanta for 2 weeks, and I was working in Atlanta, and I was staying in a hotel for 2 weeks, and you was like, and you had wrote me a letter to Atlanta. You was like, you had colored on the other side. it was like a dentist, like a kid's dentist thing. You had colored on the other side. I still got it. And you had said another thing. You was like, I miss you so much. I never cried over anybody leaving me like this. I just can't. My mind, my body, my soul. And you just breathe it in the letter. So I think at that point when you wrote me a letter.
Okay. That's true.
See that?
That's true. Was mine true?
I think it's pretty good. I think it's around that time. I think it's around that time.
So you actually fell in love with me before I fell in love with you?
No, it was way The man should never fall in love first. Men should never fall in love first. Because women don't respect that. Y'all don't appreciate that. Because it's like y'all don't really know what you want.
Oh, okay.
So that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story.
That's how we get into it too. So like couples class, shout out to Elis, Clifton, and Teresa Elis has this book they always talk about. It's called Who Moved My Cheese, of just how it moves a woman. We'll talk about that. So, but do you believe though? Do you believe that if you fell out of love, because we haven't been always the butterfly stages, the butterflies are gone. Now it's a choice. Like, you know what? Let me wake up and see what this talk about now.
So what we encourage you to do is to put the kids to bed. Get you a glass or whatever your sparkling light grape juice,
mosquito,
whatever your desire, personal beverages, and really, have opportunities. Right now we're in quarantine, so if you have opportunity, if you have a nice patio outside, you can go outside on your patio, look at the stars. But we really want to have you guys ask, each other these 36 questions.
Put the phone down, put the TV off, just look into each other's eyes.
Yes. And so you may not be able to ask all 36 questions. Jeff is going to post the link in the comments of however he does it.
Yes.
I let him do that.
Yeah, exactly. She's not editing.
I'm not on the edit team. But just put, you probably won't be able to do all 36 questions in one night. So you may want to take a few of them each night. Again, we have nothing but time and opportunity here, people.
So with this, right, we obviously don't have time to do all 36 questions, probably forever and ever and ever. So we're just going to pick random numbers just so you can get an insight about what these questions are about. Yeah. We're going to try to give a quick answer to those. Yeah. We want you to go in depth with it, go talk all night like you did before in the day. All right, so we want you to practice some of these questions we have right here and actually go into some more. So throw me a number.
Okay.
You can pick a random one. I see you got.
Oh, for me? That you going to ask me?
No. I'm gonna pick one on the opposite side. So you can't pick one for yourself. You're trying to cheat.
Gotcha.
So
okay, Joe, number one. Give the choice of anyone in the world whom you would want as a dinner guest.
Okay. If I want a dinner guest, I would want easy question for me. Who would I want as a dinner guest? I think I would wanna pick Peter from the Bible. And I was like,
that's an interesting.
Because I'll be like, what did it feel like to cut a man's ears off? You know what I'm saying? Like, did it feel like? And I'll be like, how was it? Like, how was it cussing in front of Jesus like that? Like, did Jesus was like, Peter, come on now. He'd be like, yeah, like Jesus would be like, Jesus was dope. He was cool like that. So I would really like to hear what Peter had to say.
Oh, okay.
Good question. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Here's number 10 for you. Number 10. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? Insightful.
A very insightful question. Actually, I really love the way that I was raised. Shout out to Gigi. I feel like she did an amazing job.
Yep. But the question, you gotta answer.
Yeah, but the question, if I had to, I would have loved to have a better relationship with my father.
Oh, okay. Like I feel like Dr. Carol, Dr. Phil in here. You want to say something about that?
No, I mean, those wounds have healed. So, but I mean, I just would love to have a better relationship with my father. I wish he was around more and all of those good things. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, all right, it's your turn.
Oh,
you get a couple more questions.
Let's see.
So
Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
For what life do I feel most grateful? I think my family. I think if I was like born another life before this, I think I had like no family, but I was like a gajillionaire. Like I was like just having all kind of loose women all around, like staying at the house, but I felt empty. I said, you know what? If I got a chance to do this life over again, I'm going to do it the opposite way of that. Mm-hmm. Now, do I miss all of that? Of course not. Do I miss all of those random loose women in and out of my life, not having to do anything else for me? Of course not. How empty of that for a man to be able to call any woman he wants and to get yams from them. What an empty life that is. I'm telling you, I'm answering the question you asked me.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I feel grateful about. It's my family and my health. I feel like my health. And so I gave up meat about 2 years and something ago. 2 years and about 4 or 5 months ago. 2 years and 5 months. So I've changed. I feel like my health is a different place than it was before. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my wife and kids, and my one wife and 2 kids. Because who wants that life of just randomly finding different...
Okay, anyway, go ahead, answer the question.
Okay, let me see. Let's see. Okay, if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
If I could wake up tomorrow having gained
any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Oh, goodness. That's a great question. If I could wake up tomorrow and gain any one quality.
Yep. Any one quality or ability, what would it be? Wake up tomorrow morning. Dun, dun, dun.
It would be 2 of me.
Oh, shoot. We can do a little threesome.
What?
With you. It's with you and you.
No,
that's what you're thinking? That way you can give me the yams without having on the nights you got a headache or you sleepy. So your ability is to make a duplicate of you. And so the first thing I'm thinking of, okay, then you can be like, both of y'all ain't got no headache. Both of y'all is not sick. Now, one or two of y'all lying.
So it could be multiple things going on. Everybody that person be able to help. Dana will be helping.
Would you get
with
jealous?
A husband, with the children.
Would you get jealous if you came home and you find me getting the yams from you? Okay. Would you be mad? That's a good question. I wouldn't even know this. I don't know this yet. Would you be upset if you came home and we just yamming it out?
How about this?
It's you. I'll give it to you.
How about this?
It's not with
she
nobody
would be able to help more with other things, with work and stuff like that, and then that way I can spend more time.
So you would want the yams.
Yeah.
So, but would you be jealous of her getting the yams though?
She wouldn't. That would be off limits for her.
So how would I know the difference between like it's like one of the like they do like the Steve Urkel they'd be like who is this person
Okay.
Who is this okay
now it's my time.
Okay.
If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living and why?
Yes I would stop pulling and praying. I would just stay in there completely.
So you gonna leave me with a third child and leave me?
Listen, you gotta go out with a bang. That's what I'm going out with a complete bang. What I do, I think I am living like I love you guys. I love the podcast. I love like helping couples. I love doing comedy. I love working in education and schools and stuff. So I don't think anything. I think I would stop like doing paperwork and stuff. I would stop like paying taxes and all that stuff. I'd just be like,
you just do well enough.
Yeah, I would stop like paying my credit card bill. I would just be like, put that on the house. Drink on everybody.
When it comes to me?
I don't listen. It's on you. You pay. Like I said, listen. If you not
well, he got Michael Short.
Listen, that's what I said. I'll tell people is you gonna have to if you lose your spouse and they coming for the bills that your spouse had, just like your student loans. Like God forbid anything happen, and they come for your student loans for me. Listen, you should have got that from when she was alive. That's how I feel about it. You should have got that money when she was alive. I did not get that degree. I cannot work for that degree. That means I am not paying for that degree. So if anybody comes up there and say, so if my life would change, it would say, I'm telling people right now, if any of my family members owe anything and they pass away and you come for me for the money, I just say both of y'all that little time and effort that you put in, I'm not paying. If they owe you $20, they will die owing you $20. Flat out. Flat out.
Come on, go to the last question.
What? Oh, here we go. This is what I want to hear because this is good. This is number 21. So if you think about this actual part of this, what roles do love and affection play in your life? Love and affection. Love
and affection. Love and affection play in my life. I believe it's important. I need both love and affection. I need to know that I am loved. I am loved and I am appreciated through my love languages. Such as acts of kindness.
Would you just cuss on here?
No. I was about to say acts of kindness.
It's your love language. You want me to tell you your love language? That's what it actually like. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what it sounds like. It's like if I can't speak English, you trying to I'm here. I'm listening. What is it? You use a pronoun. You all under my shirt again.
So it plays in a very important role. I need love. I need affection. I need affection. I need to know that I'm appreciated. And that
I sit in the room and I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl that's as sweet as a dove. In my first time in my life, I need love. There she was, giggling about the games. Okay.
So yeah.
Get on that.
So
shout out LL Cool J.
So yeah. So I know I just want to feel loved and appreciated, and that you value me, and that I'm worthy to you, and so love is very important.
So for the husbands or mates out there, smacking that woman on the butt, is
that's a way of showing it? Yeah. That's
I'm doing all right, then.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You want your mind?
Yeah.
Question for
yes.
We'll get in there. These are good questions. We're going to have to come back through here and do some of these. We still trying to get on live, y'all. There's been a lot going on in getting these things. So we want to do some things on live.
We may do some of these switches on live.
That's a big question to bring on live. So if y'all are interested in that, please let us know in the comments. Yes. Let us know too. And then go follow us at mr.mr.mrs.mistr. Mr. Mrs. Mr. on Instagram and the Mr. and Mrs. Mr. podcast on Facebook. We're going live on
Okay. Is there something that you've dreamed of for doing a long time, and why? If so, why haven't you done it? Is there something you have dreamed of for a long time, and why haven't you done it?
I've done most things I dreamed of, except for the thing I told you I wanted to do.
This is all related to Jeffrey. This is all.
I'm distinctly involved.
Why does everything have to go back to the with you, man? Can there be anything else?
See, that's what you need to see. You have two ways you can do it. You can say, you know what, this man loves me enough that he wants to interject his body in between my body.
God,
thank you. Do you know how many women are sitting back with cobwebs in the
okay, besides that, what else is
that's fair enough. So let's go. That's a given. Okay.
That's pretty much a given.
Okay, but you can still keep that if you want to go ahead and make that come true. So you can let the Lord use you. And so one thing I want to do that I haven't done yet is I would like to record a comedy special. I think that's what I want to do, which I think I will do it. I don't think it's no other I won't do it, but just trying to get some things going to get it done. So I think that'll be good. So yeah, I love doing stand-up comedy. You've been to a show, supported in a way. Thank you. Salute to you. Mr. Mrs. my stage name. Thank you. Salute to you. If you haven't, come on through. Got some good things coming up when we can go back outside from this pandemic. So we got a couple things going, and so that'll be what's up. So yeah, so,
good deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we're asking you guys to do, take this moment. There, Jeff is going to put the link, and we're also going to continue to do more of these questions on upcoming. We probably should do a part 2 to this.
Yeah, it'd be good to kind of kick into it and get some more questions into there too, and think, did this make you fall a little more in love? Are you looking at them before like? Okay, he ain't saying that to me. I think communication is big.
Yeah, and I think it's just really just to get people to open up and discuss questions. Because when you first started dating, you'd be like, you trying to learn more about that person, right? And so you constantly ask them the questions. You didn't need somebody to provide questions, but over time, life, kids, all that stuff, you may not. Pretty much, your questions become, how was work today? What did you do?
You ain't bring me no potatoes home.
Yeah, can you go by the grocery store? Those type of questions. So these
you leave your socks.
So these provide thought-provoking questions. And as you can see, I even got stumped, because it makes you think, I've never even thought about it. And and it may even tell you more about yourself. So
yeah. And that creates the intimacy part about those things. You have noticed before, you're like, I might drive over at 3 a.m. in the snow and see what she's talking about, or see what he's talking about, because of that intimacy piece that you missed out. And so natural, any relationship you have, if you don't continue to feed it, will either grow together or grow apart. And many times there's other things that are pulling at you now that weren't pulling at you when you first met that person. So those other things now, kids, job, life, TV shows, 90 Day Fiance. See what I did there through a
little draft,
which is
the 49ers.
CeeDee Lamb just said it. And so, hater. And so, but being intentional about these questions. Hopefully you did these questions. Hopefully you by yourself, you ask those questions yourself. Read those and talk out loud. Look in the mirror, talk to yourself. Love yourself first. If you're dating, ask those questions now so you can see if that person is really somebody you really want to spend more of your life with. If you're married to that person, you've already signed on, so make the most of it. Stop just existing and thrive in what you're trying to do. So we're talking about laugh, we've learned, and now love. And so your homework,
put the kids to bed.
Put the kids to bed, like you said, get you a little bottle, cut everything off. Don't be like this. Ask the question. So question 21, you're scrolling, give them your full attention. And many times you don't even know you're doing that. When you watch something, you don't even know you're doing it. So push yourself to get in there and ask those questions. At least spend a certain amount of time uninterrupted and get those questions going. Yep. So doing that. Announcements real quick. Let's Argue, a segment I'm still working on. If you want to be a couple on Let's Argue, please send us a DM in any of our social media pages. We want to bring you on as well. We'll bring you on Instagram Live and bring it on. And you bring an argument that y'all have, it will be the mediators for y'all. It's for y'all. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But we're gonna end it in a smooth way. So no matter what your thing is, it's gonna be ended in a smooth way.
We are not counselors.
So yeah, we are officially not counselors. So this is
we just have a life.
We have life experience. And sometimes that's even better. If you ain't been through it, we done been through it. Most of everything. So we can help you there. So if you got any problem, y'all can agree on it, send it to us. We'll let y'all come on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, whatever we're gonna do, and then we'll give our intake, and we're going to end it real smooth, real special we have. So you a couple like that. Follow us on social media like we said before. And so...
but look at your mate.
Look at your mate, the Mr. Mantra. Whether you argue, whether you talk, whatever you do out there, look at your mate. Oh, hello. Who's this all this hair?
Say, I like you.
I like you.
I love you. And I want you.
Get a little sugar. See that little question? Make it out there. So, sing us out, right? Quick, Mrs. Come on.
Laugh for love.
Oh, she's trying. On the Mr. Podcast Show.
Laugh for love.
That's what we do.
Laugh for love.
Trying to fall back in love.
Laugh for love.
On the Mr. Podcast Show. Oh, yeah.
And that's our show.
Yeah. Listen, thank you for watching. Tell another human about this. Listen, we love you. God loves you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.